There we go. That was...
Swimmingly.
yeah, now that I feel like I'm partially gonna die because of how hot I am. Whew. Oh, so what's the plan? Or what if we do... hunt? Okay, but it's gonna be a real low resolution.
Is it?
Yeah, because I'm having to go through you and then... yeah, true. Let me get that pulled up then.
Set it up after this game ends.
Okay.
Left and we're up by 2, so I'm not really worried about losing it too much.
That's good. Ah. Yeah, that was exhausting. Oh boy. Okay.
Hit up Parsec. Game finishes.
Okay.
There we go. Parsec.
Yeah, let me get mine open.
And then I'll just take away privileges.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Also, are you wanting to do any of those other than VR shot
Yeah.
later? As in general? Obviously we can do Sam and Dan at some point.
Parsec's not responding.
Fun. Oh.
There you go. You should be able to connect to me now.
Yeah. And the question is, does it show up on here? I also need to get that. We'll just do this. Makes life a million times easier. So basically what's happening, this isn't mine, if that wasn't obvious. I'm just going to be commentating on all of this, because...
You should set the name to commentating on...
Dreamers matches? Yeah.
On GC games.
On GC matches. Well, whobiest this
Nub.
is a nub!
Nub, where Jacob's streaming right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to commentate on my games.
What the heck is the key to get out of the parsec thing?
I'm not sure.
Like,
Yeah, Nub. He's gonna try to commentate on my games. While I'm
yep, you should pull up my stream.
No, this
So what do we got? We got Lil Steer, Kale, Blue, Woodos, and Saint. Because I'm not...
last one's Deworm Banana.
Deworm Banana!
Deworm Banana.
is making me watch a commercial.
Oh no.
And we have the kickoff. We start with the Saint going for... Sorry, Little Woo's going for a very nice shot, and we have an interesting save. Dreamer is pushing up, attempting to keep the ball in possession, but he does not quite get it as Kale takes it away from him. We see the ball in possession of somewhat orange at the moment, currently in blue zone. We see an attempt at a goal, nothing quite going on yet, but we now have a save done by Dreamer as we attempt to continue on. Saint goes and still trying to center this ball up, but is taken out by what's her bucket, Lilster. Pinch occurs, bringing it back into blue zone. We see Dreamer attempt to go and take it out of zone, but it does not quite work. And I need to figure out how to get anything to work. Parsec key bindings.
Screen your stream, it'll be like Inception.
Control Shift M. There we go. Can I get out of... I want my mouse back!
You don't get your mouse.
Control Shift. Is that... No, that doesn't do... Nope. How do I get my mouse? Oop, and we have Lilster finally making a goal.
Yep.
Where's the assist?
I am doing my best here. We have the kickoff with Lilster and Kale keeping it more or less in the center of the screen. Wow. You have Saint and Dreamer doing a pinch, and Lilster is barely not able to save that goal from Luwu Woodoos. We have our next kickoff, currently 3 minutes, 1-1. Lilster goes and pops it into orange zone. Goes for a shot on goal, and Lilwooster goes and saves it. You have Kale going, attempting to get the ball out, but it does not quite work until this moment in time, where Dreamer happens to whiff a shot. Doesn't put that at too much of a disadvantage, but that demo does surely put orange at a slight disadvantage. You then see Lilster going for a setup. Dreamer not quite able to get the center, but we'll see how they perform. Just over 2 minutes on the clock, still 1-1. We have Saint and Dreamer going, trying to get the ball for themselves. Dreamer makes a shot, doesn't quite get it in. And it is currently in blue territory, getting taken into orange by Dreamer. We see the potential coming up here for a shot, and Luwu Deuce does in fact make that shot again. Score is now 1-2, leading orange with barely under 2 minutes left. And time for the kickoff. The warm banana kinda just almost made a kickoff goal because the opposing team did not really know what to do. And instead Kale ended up going and getting a very quick goal right there. We now have another kickoff. This one going basically just down the middle of the field. Shot kind of towards goal. Didn't quite work out. Saint going for a center. The warm banana swooping in and getting destroyed by Saint, but it is a duo explosion caused on both teams. We see save done by the warm banana. Lister going, giving a center of sorts to Dreamer, who barely doesn't make in the shot. A lot of very light taps, but sometimes those taps can in fact give you what you want. In this case, it gave the warm banana an opening. Scoring. The warm banana! We now have 1 minute left on the clock, 2-3, leading with orange. The warm banana pushing the ball into orange's zone. Saint barely keeping the ball out of Dreamer's possession, avoiding getting scored on. We now have the majority of both teams stuck in the back right corner of Blue's territory, but it now seems that Dreamer is attempting to get possession. Blue team has only 30 seconds left to tie up this game. Can they do it? You see Lister going and trying to overcome the Wooster to get a goal. Does not quite work out for them. Kale going for a shot and banks it off of the post. This is now 4-2 leading Orange with 15 seconds left on the clock. It also appears that Blue team has started a vote for forfeit, which has gotten the support of 2 team members, but not all. We see Saint go and save a shot from occurring. Ulster barely not being able to make the saving goal there to give them a little bit more time, and it looks like Orange has this game in the bag. Well, that happened.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
A rough one indeed.
Why do I keep getting messages
Keep getting messages from, I don't know. You're banned. When do you have practice anyways?
No, tomorrow.
Nah. And we enter into another match. The kickoff starting with Dreamer being able to somewhat bank the shot to the back left. Not quite able to get it to a teammate. We have Dreamer getting taken out by Shrike, but Lilster takes the opportunity to go and get a goal. Wada! Very nicely done. Blue is now leading with 1 goal as we go into the second kickoff. Kickoff goes in favor of Orange, going slightly into the blue zone, but Lilster is able to set up for Dreamer to be able to try and get into Orange zone, but he's beat up to the ball. Ball is now in blue territory with teams bumping into one another, attempting to get possession of the ball. Dreamer goes and rockets the ball clear out into the orange field, and Kulnium ends up making the shot. His profile picture is Gonk. Oh, that warms my heart. Is that your ringtone? Yeah, that's my dad's ringtone. See, it's his for his basic one, because when he doesn't know who's calling, it's "Who can it be now?" Now see the ball in orange territory, getting hit out by Shrike, attempting to get a goal. He ends up whiffing the shot. Doesn't quite end up making it. We then see Eat Night go and try to get it into possession, but it does not quite work. We then see Bystromic attempting to go and get the ball out, but Dreamer takes it away and launches it out into orange territory. Shrike ends up going and trying to save the ball, but doesn't quite get it. There has not been a goal made quite yet, and there will not be one made on blue at this point in time. We then see the majority of both teams whiffing to hit the ball. Oh, and a redirect off of Kulnium. Quite a play right there. Time for the kickoff with 3 minutes left, leading 2-1 blue. Kickoff goes with a sort of fake. We see the ball go over to the orange side. Dreamer attempts to go for a shot, does not quite make it. But he does still do decent work. Shrike goes and puts it back into blue territory, waiting for Bystrong to go and get it. No, Bystromic, sorry. Wilster goes and pushes it back into orange territory, with Coolium attempting to go and get a 360 shot off by the looks of it. Demo done by Dreamer onto one of the opposing orange team. And then a second demolition. This is a madman in the makings, my friends. We see Eat Right pushing the ball back into blue territory, with Coolium going and attempting to return, but he does not quite get where he wants to be. Dreamer goes and lightly taps the ball up, setting up for Lilster. We then see the ball in orange territory, tending to get pushed back. It's currently just sitting in the center of the field, with the score still 2-1 with a minute and a half left. You see Lilster go and try to push the ball back. It doesn't quite work, but Coolium does go and finish pushing it into the enemy territory. Eat Right attempting to get the ball back into blue territory. It does not quite work as Dreamer is ready for it. Now see Lilster go for a shot, doesn't quite have the proper angle. A center by Dreamer, with Coolium not quite having enough height. A pinch, sending it towards the center of the map. Less than a minute left, and orange is still behind by 1. See Lilster go for a shot, doesn't quite make it. Dreamer as well is a little short. They're all trying to get back to save the goal. That could potentially happen. At this point, orange really needs to go and get quite a bit of aggression going on in order to have any chance of winning this. But with that demo, it's not very likely that orange will have any chance of winning. You have 10 seconds left on the clock, with Eat Right attempting to get the ball into blue territory, trying to set up for a shot. Doesn't quite make it. Last-ditch effort put down by Dreamer. Oh, the ball is still in the air, but does not get the chance to go into the goal. Oh my. Well, that was fun. Hey, you know what we should do? Hey, you know what we should do?
What's up?
I'm waiting for Dreamer to get his butt back here.
So if you need more content, I'm streaming too. That way you can
No, I'm mostly waiting
how
because I want to do
durable it
Hunt. We have kickoff start with Dreamer not fully in possession of his controller. Spicy setting it up. And a save done by Dreamer to keep the ball out of Blue's goal. Yeah, just a wee bit. Spicy trying to get the ball back, and Kimika, I don't know how to abbreviate his name. Yeah, GM. And the Game Master.
The game master.
Oh, and is that guy named Simp?
Yeah.
Simp 2. Woo! We have Lilster and Dreamer making quite a bit of a bounce party going on. They must think they're in a bouncy castle. Spicy trying to get the ball out. Currently it is more or less stuck in blue territory, with it not really getting out of that back right corner much. We see it go back into that corner, almost go in, but not quite have the angle necessary, and Dreamer was ready in case it happened. Dreamer went for center and goal, but did not happen to see that Eternity was ready to take the opportunity and make a goal. Whew, lightheaded I am. You just give that extra dink. Here, let me... I'm gonna not be commentating for a little because I need to... I need possession of my mouse. I have no idea how to do that.
Oh boy.
Am I gonna have to just disconnect? Okay, I'm disconnecting for half a second so I can change this GC on GC matches. There we go. Okay. And we see, once again, quite a bit going on here. Goal attempt by GM doesn't quite make it in, but Simp does go to get the ball in. Already there is a forfeit being proposed on blue team, as it is 3-0 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Kickoff. GM takes it into blue territory. Eternity goes for a shot. Lister goes and gets the center, and Dreamer knocks in the ball.
It was a pretty exciting play.
Yeah,
It was.
not bad.
Need 2 more now.
In the kickoff, the ball goes into orange territory, and Simp goes and gets ball over towards the blue side. A demo on GM has occurred, but will it pay off in the end? GM and Simp attempting to get that ball back into blue territory with Eternity there to back them up. Lister giving the ball to Dreamer to help to attempt to get that ball into the orange goal. Spicy goes for a bit of a center with Lister going and putting the ball in. That was a nice shot. Cows.
Simp just totally whiffed. Good game
Oof.
there.
Score is now 3-2 for Orange, with 1:50 left. Dreamer is starting to play more aggressive as he sees the time constraint starting to occur. GM attempting to help to get that ball out of Orange territory. A whiff by Dreamer, barely going over the ball.
I made connection. Not much.
Very light connection. It was essentially a whiff. Spicy at this point has been destroyed, with Lister getting pushed around. Eternity going for a clear on the ball, doesn't quite have enough power, while GM goes and attempts to clear it as well. We now see Spicy go up for a center, GM barely saving it, with Dreamer not having quite enough power to get the ball in. It's now a minute remaining, with Blue needing to make a shot very soon in order to have any chance of potentially winning. There's a demo trade on the field, with Simp attempting to get a goal, and instead just moves it into blue territory. Blue team now has to go and in just 30 seconds make a goal, which they almost did, but Eternity was ready for them. Eternity trying to set up a shot for his team or himself, can't quite tell yet. There is a save on a shot. There is now 10 seconds left on the clock. Spicy trying to get the ball out into orange territory, which he does, but he does not have a teammate out there to back him up. The ball is still live, but GM puts it down, and the winner this day is orange.
camp.
Yeah. Hey, we should do hunt. Next loss hunt.
Next, 2 losses.
Okay. Moblin. Mobin. And the kickoff with Dreamer taking it into orange territory. Mobin pushing it out. Flywire keeping the ball from going too far into the center. Lister going for a shot, not quite having the angle. Mobin going, being very tedious in what he does, which helps to get Lister into position. During the replay here, we also see Mobin yeeting Flywire out of the way. Just complete yeet. Now, 20 seconds into the match, Blue is leading with 1 point. Kickoff causes the ball to go into orange territory, and a kickoff goal, more or less, is scored. Oh, and a tired boy wondering what he's doing. Kickoff goes with the ball more or less staying in no man's land. Dreamer attempting to go and get the ball into position for a goal, with Moblin trying to keep the ball in orange territory. We see Dreamer go and push it back in. Lister attempting to help. He gets knocked out of there by Flywire, with Eternity riding the ball along the wall. We see a clear across net done by Dreamer, with Lister trying to push that ball back into orange territory. We see a nigh own goal occur with just enough space to keep the humiliation from taking out Mobin, whatever his name is.
Moblin. Same diff.
Moblin.
Damn cats.
See a shot go from Dreamer, doesn't quite make it in though. Mobin goes and attempts to get the ball out of there, with Dreamer helping to do so. Dreamer and Frerick pinching the ball. It's now moving into orange territory, with Eternity going and saving a goal from occurring. Frerick goes for center, and it gets taken out by Lister. Dreamer going for a shot. Eternity pushes it out of the way. Eternity trying to set up everything he can, but it does not quite work as Flywire makes the goal. Time for kickoff, and the announcer falls asleep.
Don't fall
The
asleep
Eternity.
announcing.
What? Just because it would be like one of the most humiliating things ever?
Middle of a Rocket League at the RLCS. No, just asleep.
Like, man, they're just hitting the ball around. It's so boring. I'm gonna fall asleep.
He bumped the ball.
Oh, they hit the ball again.
Oh, blue team hit the ball. Oh, orange returned.
Flying through the air.
Oh, they're centering the ball. They're hitting the ball again. Not making goals again. Now, with 2 minutes left on the clock, Blue is leading with 2-1. Dreamer attempting to help to get a center going. Does not quite have enough power, though. Goes and is pushing it back into orange zone. Eternity pushes it back, with Lister pushing it back again. Dreamer going for a center, hoping that someone on his team is ready, but not quite. Lister and Dreamer both deciding that the ceiling is a better location to play off of than the floor.
It's probably get going crazy.
If you make another Smurf account, you gotta call it perpetual boner.
Why?
Just saying.
I'm streaming up.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, they can.
Well, I can't hear me when I was listening to the stream.
That's because you weren't talking.
I was talking. And
You weren't talking loud enough. That I don't have audio set up well enough. It's hard to tell when you're not actively listening to your own stream. We now have less than a minute on the clock, with no goals being made on either team for a good 2 or 3 minutes. Flywire attempting to push the ball into blue territory, hopefully for a center. Does not quite get it. Lister bumps into Dreamer, causing the ball and him to go flying. Mobin goes and attempts to make another shot, with Frerick going and barely saving it. A pinch occurs on the ball between Frerick and Dreamer, with Lister going and barely not making a save. That's a shot. He didn't need to make a save. He wanted the ball to go in. That was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This game is over, with blue being the winner.
no swearing, I'm sorry. I apologize for my actions.
Your chill, if anything, casually pops out. Just, you know.
Me?
Try to keep it together. Me. I should probably do the same thing. Eat, that is. Okay, so what we should do is we should play Hunt.
Yeah.
Hunt.
Hunt.
Hunt. I have 3 minutes left on this game.
Yeah. Just leave the game.
Just leave the game, Lamau.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Okay.
Where is Hunt on my list?
I don't know, where is it?
Under H, I would hope. What achievements are there?
Yep,
Who knows?
abandoned.
No, wait. You're level 50. I need to.
That's gonna help my road to gold. Dude, I'm
Yeah,
gonna start a
definitely.
Streaming series. It's gonna call Road to Gold.
Road to champ. The road to champ. Road
No,
to
no.
gold champion.
Road to gold. You've heard of the Golden Road, now the road to...
What?
I can't English right now.